Distinguished guests, please stand as we present the Summer 2023 graduating class of LSU Shreveport. Distinguished guests, please remain standing for the national anthem.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. I am Dr. Robert Smith, Chancellor of LSU Shreveport, and it is my honor to welcome you all to the Summer 2023 LSUS Commencement Ceremony. I would also like to welcome families and friends who are viewing the ceremony online. We will begin today's proceedings with a reflection given by Dr. Cassandra Williams, President of the LSUS Faculty Senate. Dr. Williams.
Good afternoon. We are thankful on this graduation day for the hard work and determination of the students who will receive diplomas at today's ceremony. We join here together to honor them. We also celebrate the diverse and different groups who were committed to the success of these graduates, the friends and loved ones who share in the triumph of their accomplishments, as well as the faculty and staff who offered help and guidance along the way. We acknowledge the many sacrifices that made these achievements possible. In the following joyful moments, let us be mindful that the pursuit of knowledge is not an end in itself, but part of a higher purpose: to have the wisdom to serve others, to treat all with kindness and respect, and to try to make the world a better place than we found it. Let our thoughts be fixed on these truths as we reflect for a few silent moments. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of the platform party. As I call your name, please stand. Dr. Cassandra Williams, President of the LSUS Faculty Senate, who you have already met. Mr. Wayne Brown, member of the LSU Board of Supervisors. Dr. Anil Veluvalu, LSUS alumnus and today's commencement speaker. Dr. Helen Taylor, Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Dr. Paula Atkins, Associate Vice Chancellor and Dean of Students. Dr. Sanjay Menon, Dean of Graduate Studies. Ms. Jasmine Jernigan, LSUS Alumni Director. Mr. Shelby Keith, Interim Vice Chancellor of Business Affairs, and Ms. Kim Ramsey, Chief of Staff. Let us now recognize this group of difference makers. Now, there is a very special group of individuals with us today who've had a direct and very significant impact on the success of all of today's graduates. With the representatives of the LSUS faculty present, please rise. Our incredible faculty, together with our dedicated staff, have made this graduation possible for our graduates. Please join me in once again recognizing the faculty for their efforts on behalf of our students. Please be seated. Commencement is a very special occasion for every family. However, it can be particularly momentous for individuals who are first-generation college graduates of their family. This is symbolized by the wearing of a teal cord. Would the candidates for graduation, including our graduate student candidates, please rise if you are first-generation college graduates. Congratulations to you all, and please be seated. The proximity of this commencement location to Barksdale Air Force Base reminds us of the critical role served by our men and women in uniform in keeping our nation safe. Will everyone with us today who is either currently serving in the U.S. military or who is a veteran of the armed services, please stand so that we may recognize you for your service. Please be seated. There are more than 1,100 students who will graduate today. It is worth noting that only 2 universities in Louisiana have graduated more students than LSU Shreveport in the past 3 years. Further, more African American students have graduated with graduate degrees from LSUS than from any other university in the state of Louisiana. We are incredibly proud of both of these accomplishments. Among today's graduates are a significant number of students who have completed an online graduate degree from LSU Shreveport. Will graduate candidates who have traveled over 500 miles to be with us today please stand and remain standing? Okay, now stay standing. Stay standing. Will those who have traveled more than 250 miles please stand? All right, and stay standing. How about those who have traveled 100 miles? Please be seated. I want to thank you all for coming today, and it tells you just what the reach is of LSU Shreveport. Graduates, whether you are graduating from one of our face-to-face programs or from a 100% online program, successfully completing your studies required great perseverance and endurance. For some of you, the challenges were especially difficult. Through all of this, every one of you had your own personal team of supporters. Whether it was your family or your close friends, graduates, please stand and look around for your support team and show them your appreciation. Please stand. Today is your day to celebrate, graduates. You've made it. And we are all inspired by your accomplishment. We wish you every success as you move forward from LSUS to your next adventure. Based on your accomplishments here, I am confident that you will continue to find great successes into your future. And now it is time for me to introduce to you our very special Summer 2023 commencement speaker, Dr. Anil Veluvalu. Dr. Veluvalu is a 1995 graduate of LSU Shreveport with a Bachelor of Science degree in biology. He went on to earn his Doctor of Medicine degree from LSU Medical School here in Shreveport. Dr. Veluvalu completed his internship and residency in internal medicine and fellowship in hematology and oncology at the LSU Health Center. He is a member of the Shreveport and Louisiana Medical Societies, the American Society of Hematology, and the American Society of Clinical Oncology. For the past 18 years, Dr. Veluvalu has served as a medical oncologist in the Willis-Knighton Health System right here in Shreveport, providing outstanding patient care and giving back to this community every day based on his exceptional service to the people of this region. It is clear that he embodies what it means to be a successful LSU Shreveport alumnus. Dr. Veluvalu.
Wow, there's a lot of great energy in this room. Thank you, Dr. Smith, for that great introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, faculty, distinguished guests, and graduates of LSU University in Shreveport. As a graduate myself of LSUS, I'm humbled and honored to stand before you on this auspicious day. As I look around, I share your excitement for what lies ahead. There's no limit for what you may achieve. I want to congratulate you on your years of hard work and dedication, and I'm eager to see the great things that you guys will accomplish. But remember, this is not the end of your odyssey, but yet another chapter. I encourage you all to embrace your futures with an open mind. I believe there's something to be learned from every personal encounter and experience. The education that you received at LSUS is a basis to grow and experience the world in a more fulfilling way. It will allow you to grow your strengths and make a positive impact on society. I believe this knowledge will greatly enrich your lives. I want to share with you a few anecdotes. So I was born in Manhattan, New York, and my mother was working days, my father nights, so it was difficult to care for me, and I was sent to India to live with family for a few years. And then we settled in a small town in central Louisiana called Winfield, Louisiana. Many of my friends had never met an Indian person before. I was the first. So I thought I was pretty good at school. I didn't have to work very hard to make good grades at the time. But what happened is I attended the Louisiana School for Math Science and the Arts in Natchitoches, Louisiana. This is a boarding school in which you had to take the SAT and apply for acceptance for your junior and senior years. I thought I was pretty good. So my first semester, I took physics with calculus. I had neither of those classes before, ever. So needless to say, on that first exam, I didn't do very well. I dropped the class and took physics and then calculus. It was a wake-up call for me. I was surrounded by some of the most intelligent kids I've ever met, all from Louisiana at the time. But what I learned there, that there will always be somebody that may be smarter, better speakers, or better looking. I'm still working on that one. I learned to compensate with harder work. This allowed me to be accepted into the accelerated medical program at LSU in Shreveport. Never did I think I would be interviewing for medical school as a senior in high school. This enhanced work ethic worked out well for me. I try to impress this upon my children to this day and the residents and medical students I encounter. Another memorable turning point for me was when I graduated medical school. The night before I was to be a real doctor all by myself, I was terrified. And I met a seasoned doctor the day before. He recognized my fear and apprehension, and he gave me his cell phone number. That was 24 years ago. I still have his cell phone number, and I still call him, and he actually refers to me for help in caring for some of his patients. He told me I could call him any time of the night. I didn't, but it was nice to know I could. The important thing to remember is that there are people out there to help you get through some of the toughest times in your life. You have to keep your eyes open, and you have to be willing to accept it. Later in my career, I began to observe how doctors treated others. I recognized in residency that if you showed some kindness and respect to the nurses and staff that you were working with, that you would learn so much more. Nurses helped me take better care of my patients, even to this day. So in whatever field of work you choose, please remember, be kind and be able to listen to the wisdom offered by others. Remember to be humble, compassionate, and empathetic. But most importantly, try to do good for those whom you serve in your career. As a practicing oncologist for 18 years, I've tried to live under this premise of doing good and doing what I felt was best for my patients. Best for my patients is not always the easiest thing to do, and failures will come. But do not let them dissuade you, but learn from them. If you live by the principle of trying to do good for others, no matter what you do, you will succeed. I look around, I'm excited for all of you and for the brightness of the future that lies ahead. I'd like to remind you to remember this feeling, no matter what field of study or work you choose. I believe that if you maintain vigor, you'll be a shining light in the world. Persistence and hard work will be rewarded, and it will give you an incredible sense of fulfillment. I would like to advise you on something that I wish I would have done a little differently in my education. When you're young and you set your goals, sometimes you have a little bit of tunnel vision. Looking back at my education, LSU has so much to offer. I wish I would have expanded my scope of study and chosen some other subjects that weren't in mainline medical school career path. This study of other subjects out of your field of interest will stimulate creativity and enhance your ability to perform in your field of choice. There's so much to be learned, and we have unlimited resources to access that knowledge. Some of the greatest honor that I feel in my work is when former teachers from elementary school all the way to medical school seek me out to help in their care during times of serious illness. That gives me a great deal of humility. In my parents' home country of India, teachers are amongst the most respected and revered professionals. They're revered next to clergy and higher than any physician, lawyer, or engineer. My father would tell me a story of when he was in primary education. He, one day, presented to school in class late. He wouldn't have dared interrupt that teacher while her lesson was ongoing. He sat outside of her door and tried to listen to her lecture through the door. That sense of reverence is what's often missing. I think that now that you are amongst the highest educated people in the nation, I think that you have the ability to express that sentiment onto future generations. I think that if we can accomplish the spread of that ideology, the world will be a much better place. Thank you, professors, for what you do. Along that line of thought, go ahead. Along that line of thought, I'd like to remind you not to forget those who were instrumental in your success, your family, your friends, mentors, faculty, and staff. Look around you and remember that you would not be where you are today without them. Gratitude is the best recipe for humility. The more you have, the happier you'll be and the further you'll go. You have my heartfelt congratulations on a job well done. I know you all will achieve great things. Good luck and Godspeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Velovalu, for your very inspiring words. It's now my pleasure to call forward Dr. Helen Taylor, Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, who will present the candidates for special academic recognitions. Dr. Taylor.
Good afternoon, everybody. A number of undergraduate students will be recognized this afternoon for their scholastic achievements. This is symbolized by the wearing of the gold honor cord. Each of these students attained at least a cumulative and LSU Shreveport grade point average of 3.5. Will the students with the cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude distinction please rise? Please join me in recognizing these achievements. You may be seated. Okay, about to graduate. Now it's going to get real. We have come to the time for the conferring of certificates and degrees. Mr. B. Wayne Brown, District 4 member, LSU Board of Supervisors, will discharge this all-important responsibility for which we are assembled. It is my pleasure to present the candidates for undergraduate certificates and degrees who have been recommended by their deans and respective faculties. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Criminal Justice degree please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of General Studies degree please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree please rise and remain standing? That means you too, Cameron. Will the candidates for the Certificate of Business Fundamentals please rise and remain standing? Mr. Brown, these candidates have been recommended by their deans and faculties of their respective colleges and have completed all requirements for their respective certificates and degrees. It gives me pleasure to present them to you for the conferring of their certificates and degrees.
Thank you and welcome. With the recommendation of the academic deans, the faculties of the respectful colleges, and the recommendation of the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, and with the authority vested in me by the LSU Board of Supervisors, I confer upon each of you the certificate or degree appropriate for your course of study, along with all the rights and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. I would like to request that the audience, the faculty, the platform party join me in recognizing their accomplishments.
Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to present those candidates for advanced certificates and degrees who have been recommended by their deans and respective graduate faculties. Will the candidates for the graduate certificate in non-profit administration in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Master of Science degree in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree in the College of Business please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Master of Health Administration degree in the College of Business please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Master of Education degree in the College of Education and Human Development please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Master of Public Health degree in the College of Education and Human Development rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Master of Science degree in the College of Education and Human Development please rise and remain standing? And will the candidates for the Doctor of Education degree in the College of Education and Human Development please rise and remain standing? Mr. Brown, these candidates have been recommended by their deans and graduate faculties of their respective colleges and have completed all requirements for their respective certificates and degrees. It gives me pleasure to present them to you for the conferring of their certificates and degrees.
Thank you. With the recommendation of the academic deans, the graduate faculties of the respective colleges, and the recommendation of the provost and the vice chancellor for academic affairs, and with the authority vested in me by the LSU Board of Supervisors, I confer upon each of you the certificate or degree appropriate to your course of study, along with all the rights and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. I would like to request that the audience, faculty, and platform party join me in recognizing their accomplishments. And you can please be seated.
Supervisor Brown, we thank you for your important role and participation in our Summer 2023 commencement exercise.
We now come to the awarding of a posthumous degree. I'd like to invite the family to come forward. The Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Science Software is awarded to Paul Whitman. His 3 siblings, Crystal, Heather, and John Whitman, are here to receive it on his behalf. Paul was an undergraduate student majoring in computer science who sadly passed away in the fall semester of 2022. The LSUS community in general and the computer science department in particular greatly miss him. Faculty report that Paul would make every class better just by being a student in it. He had a habit of asking those questions that other students wanted to ask but were afraid to raise their hand. Because of this thoughtful and helpful behavior, a number of students have come forward since his passing to say that they, quote, wouldn't have graduated if it hadn't been for Paul. He was always ready to give his time to help a fellow student who was struggling with material, or even just give somebody a ride to school if they needed it. Many of the faculty have commented that they miss the discussions they had with Paul in class, whether on the topic of computer science or just life in general. He was friendly, usually smiling, and a joy to be around. We share his family's loss and mourn his passing today. From those who knew him, we miss you, Paul. The candidates for undergraduate certificates and degrees will now come forward. Dr. Elizabeth Liebert, Associate Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, will announce the names.
Ashlyn LaRue Kimbra. Devon Carlisle. Ricky Rochelle King. Cohen Harrison Wyatt, cum laude. Jeremy Paul Goss. Laurie Sibley. Aubrey Brumette, cum laude. Tony Elmore. Narissa Butler. Tatum Joyce Cisco. Stacy Riley Sr. Stephen Smith. Ashley Sabrina Tate. Adrian Cabe Thomas. Marissa Christine Schneider, cum laude. Ariana Victoria Smith, cum laude. Cameron Michael Jones. Ashlyn McLean. Raymond Patrick Germany. Perry James Johnson. Nadine M. Zaiden. Novella Claire Camp.
This concludes the presentation of undergraduate certificates and degrees. The candidates for graduate certificates and degrees will now come forward.
Abiodun Popula. J.Era Arlene Payne. Marquis Jackson. Rodolfo Rudy Perez. Lauren Noel White. Deborah D. Renfro. Beth Ann Ziega. Alison Marie Reeves. Vivian Quinn Lay. Rachel Agnew Telesco. Vanessa Williams. Remington Mangle. Frederica Legine Kimball. William Devon Hunt. Caitlin Hurtle. Suretha Marvet Harrison. Raven Evans. Tanya Denise Avery. Janisha Joseph. Jennifer McKnight. Maria Camilla Medina. Angela Owusu Duku. Samantha Collins. Raquel Darshai Highland. Brandy N. Miles. Natalie Moe. Kwamia Collins. Kaylee Davis. Sadie Cortemelia. Garrett Stoker. Matthew Joshua Salcedo. Jill Marie Crawford. Tabitha McCrary Winstall. Jamie Radford. Jacqueline Krista Byrne. Chandler Nicole Mitchell. Priscilla Laurent. Mosey Cotier. Amir John Pana. Taylor A. Blossom. Alexia J. Taplin. Misha Hunter. Jameer Calvin. Amelia Elizabeth Johnson. Melissa Arbuckle. Kent Joseph Agramonte. Christian Dragner. Gregory W. Armstrong. Jennifer M. Brown. John Patrick Harris. Casey Nicole Richardson. Nancy Tejada. Madison Rose Cox. Nicole Kraus. Sean Paul Stahl. Ida McMillan Smith. Tiffany Carter Marisic. Elise Gamble. Weston Mitchell. Elena Brooks Strosher. Elizabeth Ejoma Uche. Paul Edward Mallard. Olivia Broom Ledbetter. Latoya Shanae Taylor. Ariel Kashan Benton. Ray Kia Harrison. Harris. Let's try that one again. Ray Kia Harris. Catherine Fauquery. Trevor Rowley. Joshua Simmons. Charles Matthew Lee Gotong. Miss Lee Ramirez Garcia. Kimberly Adrian Lowe. Destiny Danielle Johnson. Keith Anthony Jefferson. Johnny Scott. Tony Ng. Beatrice N. Potter. Tamika McFadden. Patrick Gilead Wilson. Carlos de Milita. Ninan Daniel. Gerald Miller. Veronica Guardiola Padilla. Tanya S. Cliff. Cody Strange. Marlon Jerome Lewis. Leah Friedenberg Corning. Kendall Faye Cameron. Naquisha Moore. Allura Serenity Renee Williams. Canberra Justine McDaniel. Haley Washington. Veronica Ann Stewart. Abina Eldridge. Carla Mariesa Monteroso. Garshal Hailu. Rachel Pike Upton. Amanda Nicole Moore. Chiquita Danielle Davis. Tracy Ann D. Taylor. Bradley Shala. Lakeisha Watson. Kimberly Lynn Martinez. Deontay Hawkins. Keandria Mills. Ajate T. Johns. Jury Monet Wingham. Christina Kutarakata. Kayla Lene Marceau. Ibriante McGee. Shantice Patrice Robinson. Wayne Goodwin. Ariel Denise Dumas. LaShawn Markia Johnson. Bridget. Corney Bridget. Katie Leanne Long. Mark Aguilar. Courtney Thibodeau. Jason Philip Chuff. Hannah Crapanzano. Alexandra Renee Turner. Coley Edward McGee. Kristen Mesh Miller. Colin Bell. Jacoby Kentrell Callahan. Leslie Jeanette Fonseca. Desiree Cadian Ogburn. Payton. Jose Rivera. Terry Lastickley. Sonia Roberts. Jason Scott Taylor. Jasmine Jackson Williams. Brittany Marie Adams. Brianna Nicole Payton. Abigail Ballum. Apana Sharad Kalmech. Belen Almoraz. Kennedy Shea Thayer. Norman M. Blanton. Riley Noel Probst. Cindy L. Megarian. Nicholas Jackson. Salvador Cipriano II. Wayne Morris Williamson, Jr. Nicole Diane Seal Herrera. Amel As you can tell, we have just a slight issue up here. First aid is on its way, and we will continue as soon as we can.
I'm grateful that we have a doctor on the stage. So thank you, Dr. Vellovelou.
Just finish these and then I'll go to Leila. Yeah, because we've like done one side. Imelda na Ajili Mam Aman. Calandra Dunford. Tiffany Michelle Davis. Sami Hamzat. Caitlin Seguino. Aubrey Lee Morrison. Alexander Karpiak. Ashley St. Julian Holmes. Sandra Cisneros. Megan Lowry. Timothy Matthews. Carmen Rivero Zambrano. Glendira Royan Mackenzie. Shaterika Thomas. Shana Martin LaCroix. Shanrika Shalone Eugene. Christina Massey. Alexandria Page. Christina Elizabeth Hamilton. Fairlyn Dianca Dunford. Kia Janice Ann Taylor. Jaleesa Latrice Norwood. Kristen Lee Sean Williams. Kristen Ann Bullitt.
Let's thank Dr. Liebert for a job well done in announcing. So, change of announcers. I'd like to ask Dr. Dalila Salazar to come to the stage and continue announcing the names. She's coming the long way round. Here we are.
Crystal Vicks Hubbard. Natasha House Perry. Dawn Renee Simmons. Sierra Lee Mickles. Lily Way. Meredith Bachman. Emily Ann Finch. Chelsea Deculus. Emily Margaret Schomburg Smith. Hannah Ariema Stanley. Robin Career Treadway. Tiana Unica Thomas. Janet De Silva. Jershondalyn Hay Holland. Faye Holland. Selena Sengendo. Shelby LeBlanc Fugelet. Ellen Louvière. Anne Askar. Sarah Gucci. Carrie Trotty. Regina Landry. Christopher Allen Jennings, Jr. Yasmin Gilmore. Alexis Caitlin Howe. Alma Causon Corpus Assis. Nisi Ann Rajan. Christy Michelle Foy. Krishna Lindor. Delsa Janae Collins. Kimberly Nicole Cartledge. Corey Acosta. Erica Kalios Halpert. Brooklyn Dior Jackson. Gian Elizabeth Burke. Alexis Lilian Novell. Mindy Woods. Bipna Kadka. Ramya Reddy Junugu. Connor Dean. Destiny Meadows. Dakota Kutcher. Megan Tafaro McMullen. Caroline Grace Gidry. Carmen Aida Quinteros. Ronisha Garland. Robert Arthur Burns II. Kirsten Kiera Jones. Daniel Scott. Therese Overturf. Giovanni Smith. Keisha Green. Katina Nicole Hardnett. Emily Rose Bankston. Angela K. Smith. Ernst Pratt Robinson. Brandy Nicole Stewart. Asia Renee Smith. Ariel Nicole Brown. Tyrone Speaks. Tess Allison Williams. Dao Zong. Diana Diaz. Jean Kapakasi. Jamaica Ariane Price. Richard O'Malley Neal. I'm sorry, let's try that again. Richard O'Malley Neal. Rachel Higginbotham. Shawanda Denise Burks. Josie Hillis. Tanya Marie Shawn. Peter Treese Nasser. Chloe D. Swear. Brianna Nicole Brown. Brandon Aubrey Rainwater. Lawrence Perez Aquino. Peter Lawrence. Olubenga David Loy. Kayla Danielle Lemoyne. Elisameka Fabian Okafor. Elizabeth Blair. Ethan James Manco. Luis Alfredo Peña Márquez. Kailash Dakal. Prabhat Dungana. Oladushu Gidibi. Mohammed Rahim. Keisha Rachel Taylor. Marvin Agenot. Caitlin Martha King. Austin Joseph Tyler O'Kelly. Courtney Papali'i. Connie Michelle Butts. Jason Roy Saucer. Jason Lee Sharp. Caitlin Nicole Chenever. Michael Bradley Hamilton. Elizabeth Bridges. Candace Dinger. Our mother-daughter crew, Brittany A. Bell Moses. And Frida M. Mason. Colin Jordan. Terrence Stewart. Vanessa Nicole Vernon. Jennifer Lorraine Harvey. Matthew Ryan Thompson. Chad Bell. Zachy Solomon. Calvin Dwayne Bowman Jr. Brandy Tonielle Smith. Luke Aaron Orlando. Krishanta D. Barrett. Canary Pruitt. Deja Lawrence. Lavon Durrell Wilson. Amber Bennett. Julie Whitmore. Derek Maston. April Lynn Taylor. Katrina Lee Scholf. Anna Charchoglian Maminga. Chris Kimball. Joanne Asabia Akuoku. Imani Knox. Christy Janae Allen. Kiki Courtney. Kimberly Ann Boykin. Janelle Freeman. Latara Davis Young. Stephanie Lynn Unch. John Richard Cale Anderson. Tan Singh Dillon. Tanika Howard. Paula Goss. Anita Bupongzi. Kathleen Ann Taylor. DeLacy Kaylin Lewis. Brittany Landry Williams. Shekinah Mullen. Kashari Nicole Cromer. Lashandra Aaliyah Garner. Paul Lawrence Shihai III. Zachary Logan Josker. Ryan McCrae. Joshua Rooks. Muhammad Noor Saloom. Junice Siobhan Lockhart. Rachel Densman. Bradley Charles Smith, Jr. Daniel Kang. Brenton Colby Petrie. Jessie Victoria Boudreau. Julie Stewart Frizzell. Mallory Elise Cook. Gregory Mark Zlatkin. Tanisha Senior. Jennifer Monique Jones. Robert Adam Reeves. Reagan Scott Francis. Edith Vianea Rojas. Angela Worthen Young. Deborah Onyika. Duriel Harris. Corey Gatlin. Regina Allen. Lucy Hoffman. Christina Lynn Francia. Chastity M. Travis. Mary Clay Meyer. Denitra Hardy. Jody Clark Chasson. Joy Nicole Collins. Latoya Nicole Buggs. Another mother-daughter duo, Adina Leger. And Megan Charday Leger.
Thank you so much, Dr. Salazar. Let's acknowledge a job well done. This concludes the presentation of graduate certificates and degrees. The candidates for our highest degree, the doctoral degree, will now come forward to be hooded by Dr. Sanjay Menon, Dean of Graduate Studies, and Dr. Kevin Baxter, Chair, Department of Leadership Studies. Willie B. Sigler II. Dissertation title: The Impact of Organizational Performance on Perceptions of Transformative Leadership, Shared Governance, and Organizational Leadership Outcomes in HBCUs. Congratulations, Dr. Sigler. Alvina Clayton Thomas, dissertation title, The Impact of TRIO Student Support Services Advisors' Servant Leadership Characteristics on first-generation students' college adjustment and semester persistence. Please. Congratulations, Dr. Thomas. Let's congratulate the graduates one more time.
Congratulations, graduates. You've done it. And I am delighted to welcome you as the newest alumni of LSU Shreveport. Ms. Jasmine Jernigan, LSUS's Director of Alumni Development, will now address the graduates. Ms. Jernigan.
You did it. Give yourselves a hand. On behalf of the LSUS Alumni Association, congratulations on your graduation. Whether you received an undergraduate or graduate certificate or degree today, receiving your diploma is a huge milestone. You've given yourselves and your family a wonderful gift, and I am honored to be the first to welcome you as an LSUS alum. You join over 38,000 LSUS alumni worldwide. Your alumni status is permanent, and your first year's membership to the LSUS Alumni Association is free. You will always be a part of the LSUS family, so please keep in touch. That means do not put us on your unsubscribed list. Share your successes, your challenges, and your status changes as you grow in your careers. The Alumni Association provides key connection points for graduates as well as opportunities to contribute to a legacy of excellence. We welcome your involvement. Please remember to grab your commemorative bandana and join the fun for the second line processional celebrating you. So you wave it over your head like this. Again, our heartfelt congratulations, and in true Louisiana spirit, laissez les bon temps rouler.
Graduates, please stand as Louisiana State University Shreveport's newest graduates. Oh, wait, there's one more thing left for you to do. You may now move your tassels to the left side of your cap as a symbol of your achievement. And one more time, please join me in extending a rousing congratulations to LSU Shreveport's Summer 2023 graduating class. Would the audience please remain seated until all graduates have left the area? Graduates, faculty, and platform party, please join us as we are led out by the Shreveport Second Line Brass Band under the direction of Mr. Robert Trudeau.